What's going on, y'all, man? It's LA Rich, and we back with another video, man. And look, today we got the one and only Charlie Kirk back on our channel with him doing a video titled Charlie Kirk crushes race baiting pro affirmative action activists. Now, we've obviously seen a good amount of videos. Well, I know y'all have seen a lot of videos, but on this channel, there's been a good amount of videos that I've watched from him now. And I can say it is so many debate topics that I feel like don't even need to be debated, man. But again, you have people that feel differently about a lot of things, man. So we're going to see what this guy has to say right here. But before we do, what I want to say is thank y'all so much for helping me hit 12.9 thousand subscribers. We're going to roll to 13,000 now. I appreciate y'all so much for all the love and support y'all show me every single day. It truly means the most to me. Nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and get into this video. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know some more videos to react to, whether it's from Charlie Kirk or anybody else, and I got y'all with it, man. But hey, enough of the talking. Let's do it.
And I mentioned several times earlier, in the history of the United States, as we all know.
Oh, wait, I thought it was going to be him talking. Okay, well, it's him. Okay.
Civil War ended in 1865, and a lot of people think that slavery ended back then, but there was another form that is called indentured servitude that lasted until around the early 1900s, and so this form sort of continued, and then we got the civil rights movement in 1965. And so my question is, given the history, there are injustices done on people of color, and do you think that they deserve some sort of reconciliation? And if so, if not with affirmative action, what form? And if affirmative action is the answer, which according to your answer earlier, not exactly what you agree with, but for what length, right? How long should it last? No, that's my question.
No, like no reconciliation, no reparations. We've already overly prioritized in society. I'll prove it to you. There is institutional black privilege in society today, and no one wants to say it out loud. Blacks can get into college with lower test scores. They get more acting contracts. They're literally in every other television commercial, right? They're allowed to, literally, if a white person says a certain word, you could be completely terminated from public life, right? And so we've spent trillions of dollars post-Great Society, post the Civil Rights Act paired with the Great Society. Did any of that help? No, actually, blacks got poorer on average. And so before the Great Society, 75% of blacks growing up in America had a father and a mother in the home. Now that number is anywhere between 20 to 25%. So America got significantly less racist. We spent trillions of dollars in our urban corridor. We implemented affirmative action in our government hiring practices, in our corporate hiring practices, in our college admissions. And yet blacks on average are poorer than they were in proportion to the 1960s. What changed? And the answer is that we are not confident, we're not honestly courageous enough to empower black voices to say, hey, you have to fix the problem in your own communities. It's not about white guilt or white pandering. It's about, how about you stay with the woman you impregnate? How about you stop embracing gangster rap culture? How about you stop listening to music that glorifies the worst part of society? And people are afraid to say this. And Thomas Sowell wrote an entire book about it. And
this is true, man. This is very true. I feel like of having a father in your life, man, it changes a lot more than you think. In the outcome of children's life, the outcome of just the route a child takes and everything, man. I mean, the amount of kids in general that grow up to be something terrible. The fact that it's 20% now of mothers that are raising their child by themselves. It's just crazy to me, man. And that's so sad to hear black mothers having to do that, man, because like, it's as simple as just staying in your kid's life, bro. It's just that simple. But I mean, you hear in the raps and everything, you never hear somebody saying, I got to take care of my kid. I've heard that in a couple of songs, man, but you'll never hear that line, that lyric glorified like these other lyrics are usually glorified. But it's sad, but just this whole, it's just sad how it's panned out to be, man.
The affirmative action creates race resentment is what ends up happening. And while I acknowledge that, yes, of course there were laws that were unjust in the past, we've already lived under the biggest reparations program in the history of modern society, and it's been an abysmal failure. You want to know what true liberation would look like? Black America taking responsibility for their actions and doing the 3 to 4 things that are necessary to succeed in America. Getting married before you have kids, graduating from high school, get a job, any job, and not committing crimes. This is what drives me nuts about the looting stuff, is that people say, well, it's just a matter of, it's a matter of survival. How about you stop acting like a criminal? How about you stop stealing stuff and we justify it? And the more that we do that, the more we are building a baseline of an acceptance. And here's the thing, just so we're clear, blacks make up about 12% of the American population, more specifically black men, 6% of the American population. They're responsible for 60% of the murders. That's a thought crime. You have 6% of the American population doing 60% of the murdering. And yet white people are the problem? No. It's black privilege, and I'm not afraid to talk about it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Follow-up?
Do you want to follow up? Sorry, you want to follow up?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have a short follow-up.
Yeah.
So thank you for your response, and that was great insight. And it sounds like you're personally affected to an extent through the effects that you talked about, but through the black communities. And since we are affected, and you as well, do you think we have some sort of responsibility to sort of fix the problems on, instead of just giving our opinion, actually doing to an amount of what we can do? And if so, what would that look like?
Yeah, it's a great question. So here's what's amazing, is despite the fact that Asians have harder job getting into college, harder job getting high, Asians are like the wealthiest group in America by far, despite all the things that are thrown. And you might ask the question, why? Well, it's because Asian Americans stay loyally married far more than any other ethnic group. They prioritize education, and I don't want to overly generalize, but Asian moms don't put up with their kids committing crimes. Am I right? Right? A bunch of Asians looting, that dog does not hunt in the Korean American community or the Chinese American community. So yeah, there's like strong social fabric and cultural fabric that say it's not acceptable to engage in this sort of behavior. So
yeah, that is something that I can say. I mean, I've seen before, obviously. I mean, it's hard to not ever see anything, but that is a rare thing to see an Asian doing a crime in general, bro. I mean, come on, man. You know that their whole culture, parents and everything do not play that. They don't play any of that.
No, I don't think we should ask for any special treatment. I think this, what is the goal? The goal is to do our best to try to create a society that values meritocracy and values work ethic and things you can change, not things you can't change. Thank you, man. God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, what he said was what he said was true, man. I can't even sit here and say different. Let's see what the comments saying. You can't help people who do not want to help themselves. True. Great response, Charlie. Thank you so much for waking these liberal college kids up. They need to be protected from themselves and these intuitions that need to be held accountable. Make people take responsibility for their own actions without blaming others. Unthinkable. Everyone knows this, but are too scared to tell the truth. I want the best pilot flying the planes. I want the best surgeons doing surgery. I don't care what color you are. That's true. That literally is true, man. And that was another point I've seen Charlie debate on too. It is as simple as just like it sounds so crazy, but man, just don't commit crimes. Stay in your kid's life. You feel me? Get a job. Like, these aren't things that should be so hard to not do. Well, I'm not saying not do, hard to do. These are just regular things, man. But it's like you'll constantly see people taking the other route, and it's just ridiculous to me, bro. It really is, man. But hey, All we can do is just hope. You, like that comment has said, you can't help people that don't want to be helped. You get what I'm saying? A lot of them feel like that lifestyle is the right lifestyle. So there's nothing you can do at a certain point, man. But hey, thank y'all so much for helping me hit 12.9 thousand subscribers. We on the road to 13,000 now. I appreciate y'all so much for all the love and support y'all show me every single day. It truly means the most to me. Nonetheless, that's gonna go ahead and close out the video. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And it's LA Rich, and I'm getting up out of here, man. All right, y'all.
I just got the race, I boosted up that I'm not real, son. Shooter ready, go there, ready, blaze, they hit up everyone. Every time I didn't give a shit, I still ain't number one. In my pockets filled with money, bitch, like fucking.